Welcome to Rooted Stories, where we explore the powerful stories that shape our world. Join us as we dive into real-life experiences that challenge our perspectives, foster empathy, and inspire change. Together, we'll uncover the truths behind the headlines and share voices that need to be heard. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to join our community of storytellers and advocates. Let's make a difference together. The Color Line, a Black Man's Struggle. Jordan Thompson believed in a world where everyone could chase their dreams, until the day he realized that some dreams come with a heavy price, marked by the color of his skin. In the vibrant halls of Eastwood High, laughter echoes. But for Jordan Thompson, a bright black teenager, each laugh feels like a reminder of the invisible chains that bind him. How can a single color dictate the trajectory of a young man's dreams? Despite his brilliance and aspirations to become a scientist, Jordan finds himself constantly punished for his skin, as whispers of prejudice swirl around him. What happens when the very essence of who you are becomes a barrier to your dreams? As Jordan grapples with cruel jokes and sidelong glances, he faces an impossible choice: succumb to despair or ignite a fight against the injustice that seeks to define him. This is not just a story of struggle. It's a journey of resilience and defiance, a powerful exploration of how one man can challenge the prejudices that threaten to extinguish his light. Will Jordan rise above the judgments cast upon him, or will the shadows of racism consume his dreams? Join him in a battle for identity, hope, and the right to dream freely. Introduction. In the heart of a suburban town, nestled between vibrant neighborhoods and towering trees, stood Maplewood High School. The school, known for its diversity, boasted students from various backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. However, beneath its outward appearance of unity lay an undercurrent of tension, an uncomfortable reality that affected many students, especially those like Jordan Carter, a talented black teenager with dreams of soaring through the cosmos. Jordan was not just an ordinary student. He was a dreamer, a thinker, and above all, a passionate scientist. He spent countless hours after school tinkering with science projects, often losing himself in the wonders of the universe. His fascination with space exploration fueled his ambition to become an astronaut one day. Despite his enthusiasm, Jordan often felt the weight of being black in a predominantly white school, grappling with the stereotypes and biases that seemed to shadow him. On one particular day, as excitement buzzed through the classroom in anticipation of the upcoming science fair, Jordan felt a spark of hope. He had poured his heart and soul into his project, a model of the solar system, complete with intricate details about each planet's unique characteristics. As he stood before his classmates, explaining the significance of his work, Mr. Thompson, his well-meaning but often oblivious teacher, nodded approvingly. But just as Jordan began to feel a sense of accomplishment, the moment was abruptly shattered. A classmate, frustrated by Jordan's enthusiasm, shouted a derogatory comment, targeting his skin color. The words cut through the air, igniting laughter from some and discomfort from others. Jordan's heart sank. He had hoped for camaraderie and support, yet faced ridicule instead. The laughter echoed in his ears, drowning out his thoughts, leaving him feeling isolated in a room full of peers. The incident. As the class settled down, Jordan struggled to regain his composure. He looked around, searching for a friendly face, but found only expressions of indifference. The atmosphere shifted, turning the classroom, which was once a space of learning, into a battleground of prejudice. Mr. Thompson, noticing the commotion, intervened but completely misread the situation. He addressed Jordan sternly, saying, "This kind of behavior is unacceptable, Jordan. You need to learn to control your emotions." In disbelief, Jordan stood frozen, the humiliation washing over him like a tidal wave. How could he be punished for defending himself? The laughter subsided, but the sting of Mr. Thompson's words lingered, further deepening his sense of injustice. The moment felt surreal, as if the world around him faded, leaving only the sharp edges of ridicule and misunderstanding. As the bell rang, signaling the end of class, Jordan walked out, his head held high. But inside he felt defeated. He had always believed in the power of education and the support of his teachers, but this incident shattered that belief. In the hall, whispers followed him like shadows, and he could feel the weight of their gaze on his back. How could he explain this to his parents? What would they think? Would they understand the pain he felt? When Jordan arrived home, he found his parents, Lisa and Marcus, sitting at the dinner table, their faces filled with concern. As he recounted the events of the day, his voice trembled and tears threatened to spill. His mother's eyes widened in disbelief while his father listened intently, nodding as he absorbed Jordan's words. They exchanged glances, unspoken communication passing between them. Lisa reached out, placing a reassuring hand on Jordan's shoulder. "You did nothing wrong, Jordan. You stood up for yourself. Remember, this isn't just about you, it's about a bigger issue we face every day." Marcus added, "You have a voice, son, and it matters. We'll get through this together." Their support wrapped around him like a warm blanket, providing solace amid the turmoil. Third, reactions and consequences. The following day at school was rife with tension. News of the incident spread like wildfire, sparking discussions among students and parents alike. Some rallied to support Jordan, advocating for an assembly to address racism, while others downplayed the incident, believing it to be an overreaction. The hallway conversations buzzed with a mixture of empathy and indifference, creating an atmosphere charged with uncertainty. Jordan felt the weight of those conversations as he walked through the halls, avoiding eye contact with classmates who whispered behind him. He wanted to speak out, to tell them how their indifference perpetuated the problem, but fear gripped him. What if he faced more ridicule? What if speaking up only made things worse? He felt trapped between the desire for justice and the fear of further alienation. With the support of his best friend Aisha, Jordan found a glimmer of hope. Aisha was fierce and outspoken, unafraid to challenge the status quo. Together they brainstormed ways to address the injustice that Jordan faced. "We need to do something about this," Aisha insisted, her eyes filled with determination. "We can start a petition to demand anti-racism training for teachers and workshops for students." As they drafted the petition, Jordan felt a sense of empowerment growing within him. This was not just about one incident. It was about standing up against a systemic issue that affected many. They decided to present their plan to the student council, believing that collective action could spark change. During the student council meeting, Jordan and Aisha stood before their peers, sharing Jordan's experience and the broader implications of racism in their school. The response was mixed. Some students rallied behind them while others shrugged it off as unnecessary drama. Despite the pushback, Jordan felt invigorated by the support of those who understood the importance of the cause. Finding strength. The school assembly was finally scheduled, and Jordan felt a mix of anxiety and determination. He prepared himself to speak out, knowing that his words had the power to influence others. As he stepped onto the stage, he looked out at the sea of faces, feeling vulnerable yet resolute. The auditorium buzzed with whispers, and Jordan took a deep breath, centering himself. As he began to speak, he shared not only the details of his experience but also the emotional toll it had taken on him. He described the humiliation, the confusion, and the anger he felt. "This isn't just about me," he declared, his voice steadying. "It's about all of us who have ever been judged or belittled because of the color of our skin. We need to stand together and create a community where everyone feels safe and valued." The room fell silent, and Jordan could see the impact of his words sinking in. Some students nodded in agreement while others appeared contemplative. In that moment, he realized the importance of vulnerability. By sharing his truth, he was opening a door for others to share theirs. He finished his speech with a call to action, urging his classmates to join him in advocating for change. After the assembly, the principal, Mrs. Anderson, approached Jordan, her expression serious yet compassionate. "Thank you for your bravery today, Jordan. I want you to know that we take this matter seriously, And we'll work to implement diversity training for our staff and workshops for our students, she assured him. Jordan felt a sense of relief wash over him. Perhaps change was possible. The dialogue that began in that auditorium had the potential to extend beyond the walls of Maplewood High. However, he also recognized that this was just the beginning of a much larger journey. V. The turning point. As weeks passed, the incident continued to reverberate through the school. Students engaged in discussions about race, privilege, and bias, creating a more open dialogue than ever before. Jordan's courage inspired many, leading to the formation of a student-led group focused on promoting diversity and inclusion. They organized events, including cultural celebrations and awareness campaigns, to foster understanding among their peers. However, the path to change was not without its challenges. Some students resisted the movement, clinging to outdated beliefs and stereotypes. They engaged in hostile behavior, attempting to undermine the progress being made. Jordan and Aisha faced backlash, but they remained steadfast, believing in the power of unity and education. One afternoon, as Jordan walked home from school, he encountered a group of classmates who had been vocal against the movement. They taunted him, mocking his efforts and belittling his message. Anger surged within him, but he took a deep breath, recalling his parents' words about resilience. "You can choose to be better than this," he reminded himself. In that moment, Jordan found strength in his identity. He refused to allow their hatred to dictate his worth. Instead of retaliating, he chose to walk away, demonstrating that his dignity was not for them to define. That evening, he shared the incident with his parents, who expressed pride in his decision. "Sometimes the best response is to rise above," Marcus said, embracing Jordan. 6th. Activism and unity. With the school year progressing, the student-led group continued to gain momentum. They organized a week-long initiative focused on diversity and inclusion, inviting guest speakers, hosting workshops, and creating spaces for open dialogue. Jordan felt invigorated by the collective effort, witnessing students from various backgrounds coming together to challenge prejudice. As the event approached, excitement filled the air. Posters decorated the halls promoting the activities and encouraging participation. Jordan took the lead in planning a panel discussion featuring community leaders, activists, and educators who could share their insights on racism and the importance of unity. Aisha stood beside him, her unwavering support fueling their mission. On the day of the event, the auditorium buzzed with energy. Students filed in, eager to participate in the discussions. Jordan felt a surge of pride as he introduced the panel, highlighting the significance of the moment. As the speakers shared their stories and experiences, the audience listened intently, absorbing the lessons of resilience and empowerment. After the panel, students broke into smaller groups for discussions, sharing their thoughts and experiences. Jordan felt a sense of camaraderie as classmates opened up about their struggles, revealing the layers of prejudice they faced. In those moments, he realized that they were all connected, bound by shared experiences that transcended their differences. 7th. Reflection and growth. As the school year drew to a close, Jordan reflected on the journey he had undertaken. The incident that once left him feeling isolated had transformed into a catalyst for change. He had found his voice, and through his courage, he had ignited a movement that challenged the status quo. Jordan's relationship with Aisha deepened, their shared experiences forging a bond of trust and friendship. They celebrated the successes of their initiatives, but also acknowledged the challenges that lay ahead. "This is just the beginning," Aisha said, her eyes sparkling with determination. "We have to keep fighting for what's right." As summer approached, Jordan began to dream bigger. Inspired by his journey, he envisioned a future where he could combine his passion for science with his commitment to social justice. He wanted to create programs that would encourage underrepresented youth to pursue careers in STEM, ensuring that their voices were heard and valued. 8th. The future ahead. With newfound confidence, Jordan applied to summer programs focused on science and leadership. He was accepted into a prestigious STEM camp that emphasized diversity and inclusion, providing a platform for young minds to explore their interests. As he prepared for the camp, his parents beamed with pride, knowing that their son was on a path toward greatness. The summer camp became a transformative experience for Jordan. Surrounded by like-minded individuals, he found solace in their shared aspirations and dreams. They explored the wonders of science, conducted experiments, and engaged in discussions about the importance of representation in STEM fields. Jordan felt empowered, realizing that he could be a force for change not only in his school, but in the broader community. As he returned home at the end of the summer, Jordan felt invigorated. He was determined to continue advocating for diversity and inclusion, not only in his school but also in the world beyond. With Aisha by his side, he envisioned a future where every student, regardless of their background, could thrive and chase their dreams. Shadows of Prejudice serves as a reminder of the power of resilience, unity, and the courage to stand against injustice. Through Jordan's journey, we witness the transformative impact of speaking out, challenging stereotypes, and fostering understanding. As he embarks on a new chapter in his life, Jordan carries with him the lessons learned from his experiences, ready to inspire others and continue the fight for equality. Jordan's story is a powerful reminder of the battles fought daily against prejudice and discrimination. If his journey moved you, let your voice be heard. Share this video with friends, family, and on social media to spread the message of equality and the fight against injustice. Don't forget to like this video if you believe no one's dream should be defined by their skin color. We want to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or experiences, and join the conversation on how we can all work together to build a fairer, more inclusive world. Subscribe for more stories that challenge the status quo and inspire change. Every like, share, and comment makes a difference. Together, we can break the chains of prejudice.